Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. From the Mudirin International Hospital from the capital of Yemen, I would like to give you a short report about the largest and the big accident which has happened during the vacation of Eid. This accident was happened in the Hajj city, and most of the family of Al-Suwaidi suffered from the transferring to Al-Tawrah hospital. This young man, in the age of 20 years, was saved by the Mudirin International Hospital with a brain contusion and scalp fracture. And what I want to say, most of his families, they are ladies, and we are sorry to show a picture for them, because they suffered in Al-Tawrah hospital. They refused to accept any case from them. And if we did not transfer them to this hospital to save them from the bleedings and from the fractures and they need us urgent for surgical interference. So what is the situation in Yemen? Why the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Al-Hansi, has no any idea about what is happening in the government's hospital? What I want to say for Dr. Ahmed Al-Hansi, when he is going to improve the situation of health in Yemen, and most of the people are dying in the general emergency of Al-Tawrah hospital. I tried my best to find a solution for this case. Beside the Al-Tawrah hospital, a big center was built by the government during the President Ali and from that time until now it's empty and full of dust. Why they are not using that building for the emergency cases? They will try to arrange this big building to be in intensive care to see most of the Yemenis who are suffering from the accidents and they are dying in the emergency of Al-Tawrah hospital. For example, this family of Al-Suwaid, maybe they have got enough money and they tried to pay a private hospital like this Mudirin International Hospital to save their patients. But what about the poor people? Who will save them? All the parties are fighting for the government, but no one of them are trying to make a solution for this case. And really, one of these problems in the health, you can read it, it was written from Dr. Ahmed Al-Hansi. Most of the centers are suffering from damaged instruments and dust instruments, and most of the patients are escaping from the government centers and hospitals. So, I think we have to think it over about our future. What will happen if we will sit thinking about ourselves and fighting between Islamic Party and People General Congress and Yemeni Socialist Party? It's a big problem. So what really the last government and last President Ayatollah Saleh, as they are telling, Salam al-Fash, he is really the good president. From this situation, I will say again, Salam al-Fash. Thanks a lot, and I hope all people who is hearing and you will know about the full report about this big accident will try to make a solution for the same cases which is happening in Yemen. Thanks a lot. Hamid Asrabi. والله خليتنا